7th inning, and the lefty Dylan Phillips takes over for the Dust Devils. Interesting from Willie Romero tonight, 3 lefties so far out of the not only starting position but also the bullpen. Lefty on lefty against Scott Bandura. First pitch, fastball missing, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 scoreless innings for Sam. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. The 1-0, that is popped crazily high into the air. McCroskey going back, Ketchup coming in. It is Ketchup to make the catch for the first out of the 7th. He might have had enough time to call for a pizza delivery and receive it before he caught it. It was that up. I exaggerate mildly. 1 out in the 7th. Iverson Arteaga now stepping in, righty on lefty against Phillips. First pitch. Tumbling just outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Arteaga 0 for 2 with the walk. The walk was in the first inning. Still looking for his first hit of 2024. The 1-0 outside, a fastball that time, 2 balls and no strikes. Now 4-2 Vancouver, bottom of the 7th inning in Vancouver. So the Aqua Sox getting on the board. Still 3-1 Hillsborough over Spokane in the 8th, the 2-0 on the inner half. A strike, 2-1. Dylan Phillips 2-3, the ERA 3.07. Outing number 36 for the Omahan. The 2-1. Just low, ball 3. Flores tried to frame it at the knees, but Trey Ward, the home plate umpire, not by. Looking in, glove to the right side of his chest. Now at the belt buckle. The 3-1. Foul back. Big cut from Arteaga in the count. 3-2. Wind blowing out to left. Arteaga has plenty of power. Definitely understand him trying to take a crack at sending one out to Finland. Count full. Arteaga still just 21 years old, so even though this year mostly lost to injury, still plenty of opportunity for him to get healthy and get back on the ladder and try to find his way up to the big club. Count pitch coming. As Phillips sets, he delivers. Fastball just inside, ball 4. That was close. But Arteaga takes his 2nd walk of the evening. Down to first he goes. 1 out here in the 7th. 5-0 Tri-City. They've led by at least 4 since 4 batters into the ballgame. It's held firm, but the Emeralds still with 8 outs to work with. Arteaga a lead at first. Bryce Eldridge at the plate. First pitch. On the outer half. A little off it seemed that time, but finding outside of the plate, 0-1. Bryce Eldridge, one of the 3 Eugene hits. First one, in fact, of the night. A single in the 3rd. 2 strikeouts around it. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Slider moving away from the lefty. He trails 2 strikes. Arteaga still on the bag, now taking his lead, trying to time up Dylan Phillips. Has a clear view of him as a southpaw, the 0-2. Slider low, Eldridge laid off it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't think we ever gave you a weather reading at the start of this game. 84 degrees at first pitch over at Tri-Cities Airport, just a little bit to our east. The 1-2, slider outside again. That was toward the back of the right-hand batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 84 at first pitch. The temperature holding for a while. Wind was in the neighborhood of the south at about 10 miles an hour. I have not seen any lightning. That cell that was to the south and east did blow far, far away from us. The 2-2. Eldridge high in the air deep to left. That's going to slice foul out of play. But I think it's fair to say that Bryce Eldridge has pole-to-pole power. And not only that, the wind blowing that way, you can use that to your advantage. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th. Tri-City up 5-0. Arteaga a lead at first. The pitch. Eldridge pops it high in the air, just down into left. Otto Olvera, the third baseman, took a couple of steps late back on it, but he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Holding at first, Arteaga. That looked like that was a little more difficult than maybe it looked it would be initially. But Vera hangs with it and makes the catch for the 2nd out. 2 down in the 7th. Tri-City up 5-0 on Eugene. And O'Neill Perez, the catcher, to the dish. 1 for 2 walk. He's been aboard twice. Singled right behind Eldridge in the 3rd. First pitch this time. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Huge cut from Perez there. Dust Devils coming into the night at 18-30 in the 2nd half. 44-69 overall. The 0-1 foul tipped into the glove. Another fastball. 0-2. So obviously it has not been the year that Willie Romero and his staff and his team had hoped maybe initially at the start of the year. Given the opportunity with having this one 18 games to go to finish strong and build some momentum going into 2025. The 0-2. Just low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now obviously it's hard to carry momentum as an affiliate club into the next season. So you don't know who's going to be here, whether it be players or coaches, but just want to go into the offseason with a good feeling that you played well going out. The 1-2. Perez high in the air, left center. Caleb Ketchup running in. He's got it, and the inning is over. A lot of high fly balls tonight off the bats of Emerald's hitters. Tri-City able to handle it. No runs in Eugene for Eugene in the 7th. No hits, no errors, and a man left. The Emeralds continue to have left at least 1 runner on in every inning for a total of 10 on the night. And it's time for us to stretch with the score: the Dust Devils 5, the Emeralds nothing. This is Dust Devils Baseball. Again, if you're watching on Bally Live and MILB TV or listening on DustDevilsBaseball.com and the MILB app, we thank you either way on this Tuesday night. Two are on with nobody out here in the bottom of the hanging up for Cox. He's got it. Tap into the night with a 10-game on base, hanging up for the bar in the ball game. Again, saying hi from the Emeralds, 5-0. Still 6 outs for the Emeralds to try to come back. As time is called late, Dylan Phillips was ready to come home, but a ball had escaped from the Eugene bullpen. As there is action there, a lefty throwing down there. I think that's Tommy Kane loosening. Dust Devils have seen him a couple of times. Lefty at the plate. First pitch. Outside. That is Charlie Ciccone, the designated hitter for Eugene in their emerald green jersey with white letters and numbers and stripes. Gray road pants. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball passed. 1-1. Ciccone 0 for 3 is struck out, grounded out, and grounded into a force out, ending the 3rd inning. He came into the night with a .282 average, 4 homers and 13 RBI, and not that many games. The 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. To be precise, 23 games. Dust Devils have held the Emeralds to just 3 hits. 2-1. Ciccone, big swing into the top of the netting and back down to the field surface. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned it's been a good night for the Angels affiliates. As Double-A Rocket City, a winner over Montgomery 7-3. Caden Dina, his 8th win of the season for the Trash Pandas. And the Salt Lake Bees come back for a 9-6 win over the Round Rock Express in the Pacific Coast League. That gave us Swiss Ballpark in Salt Lake City tonight. And at Single A, Inland Empire up 8-5 on Visalia in the 8th. The 2-2 inside. Taccone pulling away, and it just missed him. The count full. And of course, we're at 5-0 here. The DSL Angels lost their final game of the regular season. The payoff. Grounder, slow, right side, charging McCroskey, who flips it to Teixeira at the glove in time for the out. One down. The flip hung in the air a little bit, as you may have seen on Valley Live and MILB TV. And Teixeira snapping at it as it came close to him. It beats Ciccone to the bank. 4-3 is the ground out. One out in the top of the 8th. Dust Devils 5, Emeralds nothing. Nobody on. Sabine Ceballos, the third baseman in. And the Oregon Duck alum now playing in the pros in his home ballpark. First pitch, slider in for a strike, 0-1. That is a rare thing to get to do. I would be curious to know the number of players who as pros have gotten to play in their college ballpark. The 0-1 slider, and Ceballos ruled to have offered at it. 0-2. Obviously, any Oregon Duck got that capability. So as Dust Devils, you had Kyle Kasser, Kenyon Yovan, Gabe Matthews all getting that chance. But they played as visitors in that ballpark, not on the home side. The 0-2 popped high in the air, down the right field line. Teixeira going out, going over McCroskey, and it lands foul in front of Yaniel Sanchez. 3 going after it, and found the no man's land in between them all. It was a long way to go for all 3. And it's a foul ball. It's still 0-2. Quinn McDaniel on deck, who doubled his last time out. Salindo in here making some noise. Happy with the Dust Devils' effort so far here on this Tuesday evening. Phillips set, the 0-2. Slider low. A ball and 2 strikes. We've not checked on the parent club lately. They were in Kansas City tonight, taking on the Royals, and the Angels grabbing a 9-5 win. The 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a comeback win for the Halos. It was 2-2 in the 4th. Then they grabbed the lead, 5-2. Zach Neto 2 for 5 at a solo homer, his 19th homer of the season. What a year it's been for Zach Neto, the 2-2. That's there, strike 3. Fastball, upper part of the zone. Ceballos unable to pull the trigger. He's down on strikes. 2 outs in the 8th. 5-0. Tri-City in front. They've held the lead pretty much the entire way in this game. Brings up Quinn McDaniel, the right fielder, doubling his last time up, hooking a liner over Warner Blakely in left and bouncing it against the fence. The first pitch to him, a slider in, 0-1. McDaniel has also struck out and flown out to center. A 1-for-3 evening for the Mainer. The 0-1 slides outside, a ball and a strike. So the Angels with their win tonight, evening the series at a game apiece. Rubber match coming up tomorrow. The 1-1. Slow, 2 balls and a strike. A game on a regular time schedule, 5:10 start in Kansas City. Before the Halos make their way to Toronto for a 4-game set with the Blue Jays beginning Thursday. 2-1 to Quinn McDaniel. Phillips home. Fastball just high. 3 balls and a strike. If McDaniel reaches, second baseman Thomas Gavello, who laughed in the face of thirsty fans at Giesa Stadium here tonight with 3 walks as the King Beverage beer batter, he's on deck. The pitch. Fastball, inner half, strike 2. So a full count pitch coming here to Quinn McDaniel. Dylan Phillips trying to throw 2 scoreless innings. The 3-2. Slider hit in the air to right. Should be playable for Yadiel Sanchez. Over to his right in the gap. He's got it, and the inning is over. Nice work by the lefties of the Tri-City pitching staff tonight. If that's it for Phillips, that's 8 scoreless innings from the Southpaws for the Dust Devils tonight. Houston Harding, Sammy Natera Jr., and Dylan Phillips, and we'll see who's on deck for the 9th or if Phillips gets the 3rd inning. So zeros down the book column. That is the first inning tonight in which